Hello everybody, and welcome back to Natlan. Today is the day. Today is the day we continue on with Chapter 4. Act 4 that is. There we go, focused experience mode activated of this Archon quest here in Natlan. Let's go ahead and actually bring that back up. I want to see... Our goal here is to tell Mavuika about the captain's intentions. After several twists and turns, he finally understands the captain's plan and goal: to reconstruct the ley lines. This seems to you a risky endeavor, one for which countermeasures must be discussed with Mavuika post-haste. So that's where we're going today. A couple interesting notes. I don't really know how to begin this video. How do I explain all that just happened? Well, today is, what day is it? Calendarly. It is the 3rd of December. And earlier today, we had a live stream for my birthday. I recommend you check that out. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Anyways, went really well. It was a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for coming. And, I might be a little bit distracted today, because I'm still coming down from how exciting that was. Oh my goodness gracious. But that's over on the VOD channel. I won't go into it unless the time comes that it is relevant, and then I will discuss. I think one thing that I'll mention is that we did get Bennett's final C6, and we had a discussion in the chat about how it's no longer risky to employ this. They have been designing characters differently nowadays than they have since, 1.0, 2.0, and so on. And so I should be good to go to initiate this, and I think I'm going to. Oh, no, I don't know. Now I'm chickening out again. Never mind. Psych, we're not doing anything. I still need to think about it. I'm so sorry. For permanent decisions, I always require a lot of thought process. So that's just in the back burner. Feel free to give me your opinions on Bennett's C6. I would love to do it for Arlecchino. But literally the thought that stopped me then was Kaya. I suppose I have a Escoffier for Kaya now, though, but I wouldn't mind 2 buffers. I need Shenhe. Anyways, neither here nor there for now. Moving on. Next thing I wanted to mention is I have had a few more thoughts about this quest since we played Act 3. And I'm trying to remember all of them. I wrote down some of them, thank goodness. And I have them here. Sorry, just reviewing here really quick. It seems like... Yeah, so here are my thoughts. Last time, in this quest, we learned about, as mentioned, the captain's plan to create new ley lines. And I had a lot of questions about that logistically. How are you going to do such a huge expanse of space all at once, or at least fast enough that they're not endangered by the abyss, or they don't collapse before you can finish making them? Where are you going to get the energy from? So on and so forth. Well, besides those logistical questions, I have a few more side effect questions that concern me, and I wonder if we're about to discuss them with Mavuika. Maybe I could just save it for the conversation. But to lay down some groundwork, if we're getting new ley lines, what concerns me the most is that this is Natlan. It's a region where stories are so important and history is so important. And, we have all these heroes and these ancestors in the tribe that have passed down their skills and their stories to inspire and guide new generations. That's been a theme in almost every single world quest, Archon quest, and tribal quest that we've done so far. So, with that in mind, my concern with the new ley lines is what will happen to the memories that are stored in the old ones. I currently understand the ley lines to be branches and roots of Irminsul. And I remember way back at the beginning of this game, you can see literally the connection between the ley line outcroppings and the little ley line trees in the domains and artifacts. They generate artifacts for you, basically. Little manifestations of memory. So, very tied into memory. We saw this also in Bedtime Story, where Kari Bear was able to deliberately affect people's memories using the Loom of Fate. So, or the system that would become the Loom of Fate, if we want to be technical. So my concern here is what will happen to the old memories that are currently stored in the ley lines of Natlan. particularly because we know about the Night Kingdom, and we know that having memories and stories made specifically in Natlan is crucial for the ancient names and the Ode of Resurrection to work. So, just checking my notes here to make sure I don't get too off topic. Basically, I hope you can see where I'm going with this. What's going to happen to those old stories? Can they be transferred over, or are they more likely going to be overwritten? This might destroy the entire Ode of Resurrection system, luckily currently suspended, but something to be to keep in mind. And then culturally, like, what will happen to Natlan? Is everyone going to forget all the stories of, you know, the ancient names, their ancestors, and their tribes? That would be devastating. We've learned about Natlan's history and how it was destroyed by the Abyss before, and about and by fire before. But that was because people lost their lives, and it took them this many years to rebuild. So, what would happen if not as many people lost their lives, but everyone lost the cultural history that connects them together? I think it would be devastating. So, yeah, these are some more concerns. A few more things popped up then, and I'm so sorry for this monologue right off the bat, but I really want to get this established before we move on. Oh god, it was something about the Night Kingdom. Just occurred to me. Oh well, I've lost it already. Unfortunate. The next thought I had, let's see if that one comes back, but the next thought I had that I wrote down is about the captain. How does he know about the Loom of Fate? It seems like he does. He hasn't specifically said those words, it's just been us and Paimon bringing them up. But this plan is basically a one-for-one copy of the Loom of Fate, making a new leyline system. How does he know about that? Where did he get that idea? Where did he get the technique and the technology? It seems like, remember they were unearthing those secret source mechanisms, right? That's probably going to be part or the heart of their power source, and that seems incredibly similar to what the Abyss Order was doing, looking for the core of the first Ruin Guard, or the first Ruin Machine. Ruin Guard, I think, specifically, yeah, in Dragonspine. Sorry, not Dragonspine. Dvalin's Lair. So, it seems like he is basing his approach off of the Abyss Orders. So my question is there a connection there? Does he have a connection to the Abyss Order? Or how else did he copy their plan? Just buying intel? Something to keep in mind. Another question to keep in mind as we try to piece together the captain's origins as well. Because I know I'm a really big fan of the Natlan theory, but I need to keep in mind it could be wrong. So I have to look for other options as well. I'm guessing if he's not, I'm guessing he's cursed, right? Because it's either a curse or some divine ability, or an overlap of the two, let's be real, that's keeping him alive. If indeed he's been alive for 500 years. I don't believe that's been confirmed either. So, if we bring curse and this order into conjunction, do you suppose he's connected in some way to the Conrian curse? Just another option. He did look, I remember when we first saw him in that fight with Mavuika, one of my first thoughts was he looked like Dane, right? His outfit underneath his cloak looks similar to Dane, so he could be a pure-blooded Conrian, in which case he's immortal because of the same reasons that make Dane immortal. So just some options wanted to throw out there. Final thought is just about the Loom of Fate. It's been a little while since the Loom of Fate quest. So far, there's been no reaction from Celestia, or any of the gods for that matter. Well, I mean, the gods can be pretty reticent, so if they have noticed something, they're just not saying. But, yeah, just the fact that Celestia hasn't done anything about this really makes me think that they are asleep or distracted. And my vote is on asleep, because we've been seeing things pointing in that direction so far, with their surprising lack of activity. But Celestia, kind of scary. I don't really want to test the boundaries of their disinterest, you know? So, anyways, just wanted to point that out. Oh, there was one last thing I wanted to say. I suppose it'll just have to come through again. Hopefully it pops back into my brain. Something about the Abyss No, not the Abyss, the Night Kingdom. Oh wow, I've lost it. But I'm feeling pretty interested in some of the other things that I said. I don't know if they're strong guesses or completely off the mark guesses, but they certainly have my attention. So I'm hoping that I threw out some good material there. But even if I miss my final thought, we have some cool threads put into motion. Yay! Speaking of artifacts. Okay. So, that all being said, thank you so much for bearing with me. I don't know how long it's been for you guys since I played Act 3, but it's been nearly a month for me. So I had a lot of thoughts brewing in the background there that I really wanted to establish. So thank you for bearing with me. Night Kingdom, ancient names, ley lines. What do you think? What do you think I was thinking? I don't remember. I have no brain power left today, so this is going to be a really interesting video. And of course the standard disclaimer. I might cough a little bit. I've been pretty good so far today. But it was acting up a little bit earlier, so we'll see how it goes. Ooh, here we go. Hi, Mavuika.
Mavuika!
She looks so cool. Hello. Oh, that's what it was! Oh my god! I just remembered. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for the Sacred Flame, because I have on a separate note. Small thought. Do we think the Ode of Resurrection is the song composed of the agony of dragonkind? Because we saw in the murals from the Jasper quest, I believe, the one with the trial of Waxa Klahun Uba Khan, that there was a song composed of the agony of dragonkind, right? I think I'm remembering that correctly. Possibly that's the Ode of Resurrection, which would once again point in the direction of dragons having a deeper understanding or a deeper connection to, or for whatever reason, a deeper control of the cycle of life and death. At the very least, actually, let's say, a different experience of it. And so if the Ode of Resurrection was based off of that, that would, it's fascinating to see how much of the modern day Natlan civilization is actually based off of the dragon civilization, perhaps. And the crux point seems to be the first Pyro Archon, who defeated, it seems, the Pyro Sovereign and to establish the rules for modern-day Natlan. I'm guessing they were only able to do that probably because of some sort of, I don't know, dragon support, or from stealing or borrowing dragon power, but then again, they did have the Gnosis, so we'll have to see how it goes. Anyways, that was my final thought. I'm so glad I remembered. Wonderful, we can sink into this quest now officially. Hi, Mavuika. You will not believe what we've learned since we last saw you.
Traveller, Paimon, Seelies. Perfect timing. I've located the captain.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh, really? That's great! We also just took a peek at Ororon's memories and discovered something huge!
Yeah, we know the basic outline of their plan, but not exactly how they're going to pull it off.
Oh, all with his granny's permission, of course. Or no, actually it was...
Well, it was her idea, but we didn't really get his permission.
Calm down, Paimon. I'll take it from here.
Floor is yours. Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh, I really thought we'd get the quest, flash art.
So the captain was searching for the source mechanism to reconstruct the ley lines.
More like the, quest banner. Okay, cool, yeah, she's thinking along the same lines. Source mechanism, possibly part of the power source. I'm still guessing it'll involve the Sacred Flame somehow too, though.
If his plan is already in motion, that means he knows exactly how to accomplish his goal. We have to stop him.
Is reconstructing the ley lines a bad thing?
Just worry about the memories of everything, the history of Natlan. Maybe he's accounted for that. Maybe he thinks it's a parallel to Mavuika, using those stories earlier to save Kachina. Maybe he thinks it's a worthwhile sacrifice in order to save Natlan and the rest of the world from the Abyss.
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean sacrificing nearly everything contained within the current ley lines. Very similar to the price of using a Gnosis. If he activates the mechanism, it's all over. We need to mobilize our forces as soon as possible.
And everything in the ley line, she says, so probably not even just memories, but also maybe in some forms, you know, the souls of the dead. We know that the Night Kingdom and the ley lines interact. So it could be literal people as well.
But what forces
Us?
Kanich, Shilonen, you two, and myself. All other warriors are working to push back the Abyss on the front lines.
Hey, that's 2 more people than I was expecting. Wonderful.
But that's barely any people! Not to mention you lost your power, and they've got the captain on their side! Oh, maybe we really should get Seelies to break Ororon's legs.
Paimon, no! Remember, also, the captain is injured. Mavuika dealt a blow to him.
That won't help us with the captain, I'm afraid. In any case,
True.
the Masters of the Nightwind are in urgent need of manpower. Seelies, I was hoping you could head back and help defend the tribe.
Oh, we're losing a person even? Oh no.
All right. I understand where I'm needed. I'll head out right away.
Stay safe out there.
Don't worry about your grandson. We'll figure something out for sure.
He's our grandson now.
I'll leave him to you all then.
Oh, I'm really feeling the trust, actually. We'll do our best.
All right, back to the matter at hand. I don't believe defeating the captain needs to be our ultimate goal.
Right, we just need to make sure his plan can no longer go forward. We could destroy his, the mechanisms he's uncovered, or his resources in some way.
Let me grab Shilonen and Kanich, then I'll tell you my idea.
Let's do this. Nice. No, silent
As you all
explanation?
know, Ororon is working with the captain and we need to stop their plan.
Oh, thank goodness. I think she is actually going to tell us.
The captain is a formidable opponent, but that shouldn't deter us. In any case, a head-on confrontation isn't the best way to solve the issue. Their plan hinges entirely on a single element, the source mechanism. If we leverage our forces, we can destroy it, and then success is ours.
2 points. First, I'm so pleased that this isn't just, a head-on assault. She's actually coming up with a plan and a tactic to win this fight. Wonderful. Secondly, what if the source mechanism is actually a decoy, though? I have concerns.
We'll head out together. In the event that a confrontation becomes inevitable, I'll stall the captain while you advance.
No. You're our leader, and you've lost your power. You shouldn't be the one to face the captain.
She might not necessarily engage him in a fight. She could stall him wow, I cannot speak anymore today. Diplomatically, maybe? Just engage him in a conversation?
I agree with Kanich. The 2 of us can handle it.
Listen to my plan first. Kanich, I want you and Ahau to launch an assault from the front and break through the Fatui defenses. The captain won't be on the front lines. As a seasoned warrior, he'll be stationed in close proximity to the device to ensure its protection.
So, you want us to lure him to the front?
And we sneak in the back and destroy it, maybe?
No. The purpose of the frontal assault is to gather the Fatui forces in one place. That way, it's easier for the rest of us to avoid them. Shilonen, I need you to do what your tribe does best, and dig a tunnel from the outskirts of the ruin. Once we get close to the device, we just need to destroy it.
I thought she wanted the 2 of them on the front lines. Oh, Kanich and Ahau. Right, okay.
So, Shilonen is launching the main assault.
Or at least she's making us a pathway.
Exactly. The Traveller and I will join her as well.
There we go.
No one can create a distraction better than you, Kanich. Not even myself. By combining our strengths, we just might manage to break through the captain's defenses.
Especially with Ahau on his side. Nothing is more distracting.
Leave it to me.
Understood. Then we should head out now.
No time to
promise us
waste,
you
right?
Won't do anything reckless. You cannot face the captain straight on unless you have no other choice.
Oh god, it's going to happen, isn't it? Will she get a last-minute power-up, though? The final spirit of Natlan protecting her? Oh no.
You mean everything to us. Losing you would be the worst possible outcome.
I'll also try my best not to let things get to that point.
Thank you, everyone. You have my word. I'll proceed with caution.
Thank you. Here we go. Here we go, yeah? There it is! For some reason, those things are always so exciting to see. But yeah, I appreciate this. I feel like I can trust Mavuika to not charge ahead because, as a warrior, she knows how crucial she is to this effort. Side note, it's really exciting to look at these and now actually be able to recognize all the symbols. Wow, last time I was here, this and this was unfamiliar to me. And now I know what they are, because we went to go visit. I love it. Alright, head to the entrance of the remnants of the secret source. Do you suppose that's over where Chaska and Koichi were scouting earlier? Might finally be able to get those chests that we saw in the background. Hello. Shall we teleport? Perhaps. Down here. Trying to recall if I've ever been to that specific area. Oh, makes sense it'd be near this thing though. I love that. I feel like if I go here, it'll be kind of hard to work backward. This is also... Let's go here. And just trust that they've given us something of a path. What am I... How are we looking here? Ah! Huh. Well, I need, what, 22 more? Okay, we'll wait on that. Oh man, it's been so long. The painted cliffs again, they're so beautiful. The tranquil music of the People of the Springs is really funny in context of what's going on in the story right now.
Get to work!
I don't suppose she'll really give me. No, she won't. I need to have a reaction first. A melt reaction specifically. I see a chest though. Let's grab that before we head over. How can I not? It's right in my way, you know? Hello, friends. Can I have this, please?
Take a seat.
Of course, right off the bat. Oh my god, 2 hits right off the bat even. How dare you?
Everlasting as the moon.
There we are. I don't even know what I need to collect right now, but I'm assuming it's Mora. I always assume I need Mora these days. There we go, that's what I wanted. Nicely going. Very nicely going. Oh good, didn't fall too far. Something in the drums. It's a tomato and the potato. Will cause an interesting sound, I bet, when you play them. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. We got some more? We did! We got to 82. Just from that last person too, so we probably got some more.
Is this an answer from this world?
Thank you very much. Oh, nice. First star artifact. I'm trying so hard not to look at my artifacts so I can resist the urge to upgrade some of them and spend all of my lower tier artifacts again. I want to let them reaccumulate. The challenge up there, that's not where I'm going, is it? They really want me to go to the opening of this boss area? Interesting. The Tui here, that feels appropriate. Oh, it's a torch. Thinking that's the weirdest shaped bird I've ever seen in this game. I am recalling how difficult it was to find the opening here last time. I probably ought to be using these grappling points. Still says higher. It's like in between these two rocks or something, isn't it? Well, not on this side. Oh, is it on the other side? Oh. Good luck, Vega. Try to walk right through. Let's go a little bit higher. It is saying yes, one. Hello? Some more? Not this challenge, is it? Oh my god, you're kidding me! Of course, there's a teleporter right there. Just hidden by the Archon quest. Right, right.
Alright, this is the place. Their tunnel must be behind that gathering of Fatui guards.
Yep, makes sense that the Fatui are here.
Any of the nearby mountains could be a good infiltration point, but if we want to stay under the radar, we should approach from the side.
Really cool that we have other Natlan warriors with us too. Makes sense.
As agreed. Ahau and I will handle things at the front.
Have fun.
There are only a few Fatui stationed around the perimeter. We should take care of them first so they can't alert anyone.
Ooh, are we going to have a sneaking game? I think we are. It seems like they want me... Oh, no way! That is so cool. I'm so sorry. That is the coolest thing. All the warriors with Kinich and a How. That's his ultimate form. Uh-oh. Oh, at least I have my wings up. We're here to help, maybe? Hey, this guy has a name. That is an interesting set of armor you've got there. Whoa. When did I just notice the star shape on the front of the chest plate? Okay. Random piece of lore to have dropped right in the middle of the scene. I usually associate things like that with Conria. Fascinating.
Hey, don't get too close. Kanichi's handling things over there.
Oh, you wanted me to avoid this. My bad. That was basically a Paimon, let's explore the area ahead of us later type thing. That is so cool. I kind of hope we get to hear them fighting in the background as we take out the guards. That would be the icing on the cake, as they say. Oh, am I too close? I am.
Hey, don't get too close. Kanichi's handling things over there.
Where do you want me to go? Oh my god, way over there. Okay. No wonder they wanted me to take the grappling points. Don't tell me it's going to be up as well. Where on earth am I going? Huh. Just circle around the mountain first. Hey, an investigate, I'll take that. Got more in it. Thank you. Yep, that's why they gave us that sconce, isn't it? Well, at least there is another chest over there. What's that? Vicious. You are not Fatui.
What's up? Wanna play? Let's have some
I
fun,
guess.
shall we? Get to work. Rain of bullets.
I love putting them up on top of the rocks. It's so funny. Well, now she's stuck. That's unfortunate.
Slip.
There we go.
Slide, sprint. Well played.
There we go. Alright, we gotta take out the guards quietly, so... this fight stayed over here in this corner. Nobody else saw. Oh, I'm so tempted to go get that chest. Here we are. Hey guys.
Rebel apart. Fulfill our pact. I'm going in.
Oh, you're a little Animo guy. Protecting your buddy.
Alright, that's done. Let's head to the foot of the mountain.
Photos? Captured photos? Okay, give me 1 second, Shilonen. Let us read this. Nope, wrong one. Let's read this. Where would this be? Nope, I've gone way too far. Oh, there's a new spin crystal, so let's look at that. Where on earth? Oh, I've gone too far. Yes, this is the quest one. Here, a bunch of photos you got from the Fatui that clearly shows the structure of the remnants of the secret source in this place. This picture shows a special mechanism with a very noteworthy shape. Well, wow. Looks like a dragon to me. Kind of, maybe. Perhaps. Possibly. We have our target, though, don't we? Helpful. Love it when random soldiers drop intel.
Is this a good spot?
Yeah, looks good. We'll take it from here.
Thank you for your hard work. Keeping as quiet as possible. The tribespeople from the Children of Echoes make quick work of digging a tunnel. Good work, people.
Perfect. We'll keep going. The rest of you should head back. Things are about to get dangerous.
All right. Please, take care.
You as well. Get back safely. Yes! Oh my god, I so badly want to go get that chest. No, focus. A dragon ruin from antiquity. Within it are hidden large devices that can affect the ley lines. Fascinating. You must make every second count if the captain and Ororon's radical plan is to be stopped. Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, it would make sense if the dragons were also doing ley line research. Fascinating. Does that imply that ley lines existed during the dragon era? That kind of throws off my timeline if they are artificially created. Unless this is from the latter dragon era, when they were on the decline. Still overlapped with humans. In any case, hidden devices that can affect the ley lines, probably built by dragons. Fascinating, but that does make sense. Because of why? I wouldn't say because of the Night Kingdom, but the Night Kingdom, I think, is post-Dragon era. I'm so looking forward to doing more world quests. I think that's one of the things they're going to really clear up for me. It's exactly what happened with the dragons
The Fatui wouldn't
in a certain
concentrate all their
timeline.
forces in one place. There's sure to be guards on the inside, so stay sharp.
Oh, nice job smashing those rocks, Mavuika. You look super cool.
She always looks super
That
cool.
was some expert level rock clearing, even by my tribe standards.
Won't do much damage to them with my Geo. I can with my sword. I'm trying to build up a fun life. Keep that for later. Oh nice, that one burnt. Whoops. Thank you. I'll keep this close. Dragons. I love dragons, guys.
That must be the Fatui tunnel over there. We should steer clear and approach from the side.
Oh, it looks so cool. Wow. Almost looks like a Geo symbol in the middle there, like a distorted one. Hey, I'm Geo. I don't have a vision though. You know what I mean though? That square right in the middle looks very Geo-like. I suppose Zhongli is part dragon, and I'm so fascinated how that fits into like the dragon ecology. Because he's a dragon, what's it called? Qilin? Hybrid, right? In his Exuvia form. And you can tell in his like character outfit, he still has the scales and patterns in his clothing. They deliberately make references to that. I wonder how, like, how he relates, if at all, to the dragon civilization. Thinking thinking about how he tried to avoid seeing Neverland. So yeah, I'm really fascinated to know. Okay. Oh no. What sort of opinions he has on dragons in general, you know? Or is it just Neverlet that he wanted to avoid because of the judgment he promises? Let's heal. Ah, yeah. What I wanted. Let's heal everyone. Heal Seat Lolly, but we'll save it for the next battle.
Off we go.
Got to be careful in this domain. Don't know how long it's going to be. Ooh. This looks like star stuff, you know?
This spell is from the Masters of the Night Wind.
Oh.
It's Ororon's doing. They're probably trying to buy time.
I'm so proud of my evil grandson. He's not really evil, but you know. Can you get through it? Good work. Oh. Oh, nice. Anyways, yeah, would love to pick Zhongli's brain about dragons. I wonder if there's something in his voice lines about it. Oh, not what I meant to do. Let's look at this. What is that thing called that humans have where they see faces and everything? It's like a survival instinct. The thing in the middle there looks like it has a little face to me. A little Saurian face. Maybe I suppose just a dragon face if it was built by dragons before they became
These
Saurians.
wheels are relics from ancient times. We should try to restore them.
I'm so down.
Probably controlled that wheel, right? Let's give him a try.
That's what we saw in the picture too, just out of order. Oh, I'm supposed to stop this. Nice. That works out, I think. There's one over there. Oh, there's an automaton. Let's go this way first. Wow, I forget all my buttons. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Good. Does that look right to you? It does to me. But maybe the outer ring is incorrect as well. Go around to there. That looks better. Really? Yeah. Oh, that's totally a dragon. That's so cool. Ah! No spores are proposed for me, I guess. Huh. Oh, there it is. Hello! Hello!
Everybody stand back. Let's suffer the wrath of Eastleigh.
Yes, suffer the wrath.
Everlasting as the moon.
Alright, there we go. Oh my god. Oh my god, that scared me. There we go. We're all healed. Mostly. Go all the way around again. No, that could be right? Yes, excellent. Wow. I love it. that's sort of also our first glimpse into what a dragon of the dragon era might have looked like, you know? The shape of their head, at least. Kind of similar to Dvalin, so I see it. I'll keep this close. I really want to come up with more voice lines for her, just for my own personal rotation. But I'm not funny enough. Nothing's really coming to mind. I need to workshop it, apparently. Oh my god, they're there!
This must be it.
You don't say.
There they are.
Oh, the captain's here too. Perfect. Looks like they focused their defenses over there.
Oh, they're here.
He sensed us. Oh dear.
Huh. I thought the Pyro Archon would choose a frontal assault.
No, we use tactics. Aha!
It doesn't matter. They're too late anyway.
No.
Stop!
It's too late.
Really? No. Oh no. Oh no, what's going to happen to Ororon, though?
We need to turn it off!
There's still time. Hopefully it
let
doesn't
you do
require
this.
him. Oh, this is so cool! Look at him. Our grandson should have a rebellious era as a treat. You know what would be really cool? I'm feeling it now. What if a dragon interfered? In some way. Oh no, he's the only one feeling it?
The sound of lament?
Chow? No. Is he okay, though? Ororon?
What was that sound? It was like a piercing cry.
Everyone felt it, maybe. Ororon felt it the worst. I suppose that makes sense because of his soul. The captain didn't seem to react. I don't know if he just tanked it or if he wasn't affected. He heard it, though.
Now's our chance to turn off the device.
I love her. Eyes on the prize. So close. We need to approach from the side and to lure the captain away. Oh my god. No! No, he's
Ororon? How did he just...
He's not gonna die, is he? He's not
His
allowed.
movements have gotten a lot faster. Was Ororon always this good in battle?
Oh my god, he's possessed by souls or something. Chilonin! Oh god.
This ends now.
Oh my god. Huh?
Huh?
Huh? The captain interfered?
Something's wrong.
Was the captain possessed? The captain helped Chilonin? Why? Yeah, why? What on earth? Was it all just a ploy? Oh no, is he okay? He's not okay.
You are not Ororon. Who are you?
Nice, nice. Yeah, help him out. Can you help him out, please? I'm remembering that he immediately helped his underling who was suffering when Ororon was first spying on him. So, you're gonna help, right?
What?
Commander.
Commander? Are you calling the captain Commander? Do you know who the captain is? How are you connected to the captain? Or are you answering that that's who you are?
You.
Nope. He recognized the captain as a commander, and the captain just recognized him back, didn't he? Well, while they're distracted, we'll take our opportunity.
So, you still recognize me, Commander? I'm glad. Although, I believe you have some more pressing concerns at the moment.
That is a different voice. Have we heard that voice before? Whose voice is that? That doesn't sound familiar. Oh god. It simultaneously sounds so familiar and yet not familiar at all. Okay, Conria's on the mind because of our thoughts about the captain earlier. Does this sound familiar at all to any of the Conrian soldiers' voices we've heard? I don't think so. Anybody from the Abyss Order quest? Like with the rock in the chasm? I don't think so. That was a different voice. Anybody from... Oh, Mavuika's memory flashback thing, where she heard all those different voices and spoke to all those different people. There was one voice there. No, that was like an elderly voice. Well, there was an elderly voice and there was like an adult voice, both male, that I was trying to remember in case... Okay, I don't think this is either of those, though. Oh, nice, Vega. Go for it. Ooh, okay. Study while we can. Interesting. A 3-part system. Unless the 4th is just broken off.
We did it!
Haha. Sus? Question mark? Or are we too late?
You see? You indulge your sense of honor for just a moment, and now you've lost your chance. Even now, you're still the same as ever.
Oh, these two definitely have history. That sense of honor, do you suppose it's because he stepped in to help Ororon, who was possessed, rather than protect his mission goal?
His voice is completely different. Is someone inhabiting Ororon's body?
And what's going to happen to him if they leave?
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. For this moment.
Don't you dare sacrifice Ororon. Okay. The way this guy is speaking, it sounded like at first he was some sort of evil, perhaps mentor figure to the captain in the past. Someone who pushed him to always focus on winning, despite the losses that must be made, type thing. But then the second half almost makes it sound like he was a subordinate, especially because he's calling the captain commander. Huh.
Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
And he is speaking respectfully. A subordinate? What are you going to choose?
I didn't expect to see you here, but I have to disagree. Abandoning one's comrades is not the way of a warrior.
I kind of love this. Because remember, Ororon has been working for this guy, or with this guy perhaps, for such a short amount of time. And he recruited himself, which I still love. And yet, the captain sees him as a comrade, and he's willing to sacrifice his goal in order to save him already? I love that. Oh my god.
Why do you care about a doomed man? I know you can see it. He's already close to death.
Fascinating that the captain can see something like that.
After all, his soul has been incomplete from the start.
Right? Doesn't mean he's not worth saving, though. I think that's what these people are thinking. Oh, he looks angry. The expression looks so out of place on his face. What's this, mindscape?
Someone said I'm close to death. Is it because of that noise just now? The piercing cry came from underground when I activated the device.
I'm guessing some sort of souls or spirits, maybe.
What's down there? Natlan's ley lines must be hiding some kind of secret.
Oh yeah? Really? Do you think it's something along the lines of knowledge that we know already but Ororon doesn't? Or is this something new? Hang in there, buddy. Good morning.
Am I dying? Oh, no. It's too soon.
Oh, he doesn't want to go.
Ah, Ororon, it's you. What'll it be today?
People from his tribe, I guess.
Oh, why the long face? Don't tell me you still haven't let that go. I knew it was a bad idea to tell you.
Possibly talking about his soul and the plan that originally was put in place.
I heard everyone wanted me to be the savior.
No, that's fascinating. He's kind of like a failed chosen one trope. Wow, never thought of it that way.
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person?
Well said. Yeah, just because you can be turned into a sacrifice to save everybody doesn't mean that you should be, or that you ought to be.
Ororon, is that you? Oh, here, have a seat. Let Granny cut you some fruit. We just got a fresh batch. Can I get you anything else? Some grilled meatloaf, maybe? Ask for anything you want. We've got plenty of ingredients.
What about those spiced rub mushrooms you made me last time, Granny Koimi?
My god, that looks so delicious. Oh, it's a little volcano cake. That's adorable. Is that someone's special dish? Because I really want it to be.
Ah, you liked those, did you? An outlander taught me that recipe, actually. A merchant, to be exact.
What kind of merchant? Are they important?
Never thought about going into business yourself, my boy? You could travel all over.
Our Ororon? A merchant? He's far too honest for that line of work.
Well, at least an honest merchant like him wouldn't prey on old-timers like us.
Everyone said a true savior does not really exist, but then why did my birth open the door to the possibility? Why give people false hope?
I wonder if it's maybe because there's another option, another path he could take. But do you suppose, if he's on the edge of death right now, this space that he's in, could he maybe talk to somebody from the Night Kingdom right about now? Oh, Ororon, are you one of our heroes?
Maybe I don't need to sacrifice myself, but surely everyone is born for a purpose. So, what's mine?
Oh my god, I love this so much. Yes, fight for yourself and for your own life and for your own purpose.
If I had succeeded back then, would the world have become a better place? What's the meaning of my existence?
This is a literal coming-of-age moment, isn't it? You can do it, you can do it.
Done spacing out, Ororon? Did you finish your homework?
Yes, Granny, it's just... Will learning all this really make me as strong as you?
Of course not. I'm a special case. Other shamans study their whole lives without reaching a fraction of my abilities.
Because you're a genius, right?
You could say that. Or maybe I've just been alive longer than the rest of them, and picked up a few tricks that they didn't want to touch.
Interesting. You know, side note, you guys were saying in the comments that when we first met her, Jalonan's comment that she's actually younger than it seems was a mistranslation, and so she is actually older than she seems. I'm wondering why. Why does she have this longevity? She doesn't have pointy ears like, you know, Klee. So, the other options go right back to curse or divine interference, but I doubt that's the case in this situation. So a little mystery to unpack eventually.
It's rude to bring up a woman's age. Never do that again, no matter the circumstances.
You heard me. Sorry.
I wasn't the one who brought it up.
Anyway, class is canceled tomorrow. Go have fun.
What about my homework then?
Do what you want. What use is it being as strong as me anyway?
Oh, he wants to find a use for himself at this point in his life, doesn't he?
You've seen how the tribe treats me. They're all afraid. I try to go about my business, and they practically tremble in fear. Not the most fun way to go about living one's life, I'd say. Take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing. So do what you want, Ororon. No matter what anyone else has to say.
Man, I'm so glad that he had someone like Seelies in his life. I feel like she's giving him really good advice.
Granny didn't say it outright, but I think she was trying to comfort me. Don't force yourself. Don't beat yourself up over the past. That's what she always says. But I never forced myself. I never even got the chance to try before it was all over.
Hey, you zoning out over here again? There's such a thing as overwatering the radishes, you know.
Oh, funny. I'm guessing Aoife wasn't released yet, so they didn't maybe have a finished design for him, finished model.
I was
So he's
just
outside.
looking at the aphids.
Oh my god, his aphids that he raises.
Something interesting about them today?
Oh, I guess Aoife's inside actually, not outside. Funny.
I noticed some on the ground. Maybe it got too cold yesterday and they couldn't handle it.
Oh, concerning.
Bummer. Guess that means less honey this year.
Aoife, do you think being a vet is fun?
Is he looking for other paths in life?
Fun?
It's a good sign.
I'm not sure about that. Do you think planting vegetables is fun?
Is this a different Aoife voice than the current Aoife voice? To be fair, I haven't really heard much Aoife voice, but I do have him as a character. And I've heard something, probably his introductory line and then his party joining line. This voice just sounds so unfamiliar. Oh, I guess I just don't know him well enough yet, though.
Fun enough, I guess. I don't have anything else to do.
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special purpose or calling. That's just how the world works.
That's so cute. Oh my god, I love it. But yeah, he's also giving good advice, or at least he's making good points. Your calling doesn't have to be something legendary. It can be something you're just content doing for the rest of your life.
Oh, jeez. That troublemaker's at it again. Ororon, my man, come inside and give me a hand, would you?
Why should I? I thought being a vet was no fun.
Well, I guess there is a fun part. Trying to outsmart these rascals. Come on, give me a hand.
Maybe Aoife was just too nice to tell me the truth. That attempting something above your capabilities will kill you.
Well, only if you force yourself, like Seelies was saying.
My soul is unstable. I only survived because I had people to help keep me in one piece.
And we just gave him that new crystal, right? So hopefully that can help tide him over, help him get out of this place where...
A part of me has always been missing. That's why the other spirit said I was close to death, but...
Why struggle? It's a miracle you were even...
Who are you?
Just close your eyes and wait for death.
That looks like a Conrian design. I saw his sleeves. I was like, those look like Conrian sleeves, but I wasn't sure. Look at that. Okay, who are you? I don't like you. This guy is going on my list of people I don't like. Guthred. This is the guy who's possessing him right now, right? So, Commander, he calls the captain. Fascinating. Well, our Conrian theory just got a lot more points. Literally my note is going to be, we don't like. I don't like you until proven otherwise, buddy.
It was you.
You're bullying my
That
grandson.
came out of nowhere.
Thing? I'm a warrior. Far stronger than a weakling like you.
Oh, I do not like this man.
I'm not weak. There's just a limit to what I can do.
You tell him.
And that's exactly why your fantasy is so ridiculous. You really think a useless thing like you can save the world?
Useless thing. Oh, I want to do it. I want to throw hands with this man. No, I don't. No, I don't. Oh, I want him to be schooled, though. First of all, yes, I do. Second of all, power of friendship, buddy. You're a Natlan, haven't you noticed?
Useless?
Oh, he sounds so heartbroken.
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person?
Right?
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special purpose or calling. That's just how the world works.
Take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing. So do what you want, Ororon. No matter what anyone else has to say.
But I don't want things to end here.
Come on, Ororon. You can do it.
Ororon? It's all right. We'll take things from here.
Every time they marched into battle, I had to stay behind.
Don't worry. With the Archon on our side, the Abyss doesn't stand a chance.
All the best warriors are fighting on the front lines. I want to do my part too.
And yeah, we're seeing all these motivations that we've seen come through in his actions. You know, joining the captain, running away from Seelies. Come on, Ororon.
Both of us are bound to disappear. But your end will come sooner than mine, because you've been broken from the start.
Prove him wrong. You can do it.
Once your soul shatters into pieces and dissipates into the wind, I will take temporary control over this body. I will serve my commander until the end.
Wow, he just gave away his plans. Nice. Now you have an active goal to fight against. You can focus your mind. Come on, focus.
No, this isn't right. My life can't end like this. I still haven't done anything important with my life.
Yes, that's the spirit. Literally, the spirit. You've got this. You've got this. Come on.
My end will not come first, and I'm not giving up. I can't die here. No, I won't die here.
There we go. Come on. Power of friendship indeed. That's my boy.
Ororon.
Oh my god, deja vu, just like when she called us back from the Night Kingdom.
That voice.
And I love this. It's so Natlan. Even though we're kind of on different sides right now, we're not really on different sides. And we're not enemies. Even though Ororon was working with the captain, we both had the same goal in mind. We just had different, plans of how to go about it. I don't know. I just love this. Even when we're on opposing sides, she's going to do whatever it takes to save him, and I'm certain of that.
Control your mind. Feel the ground beneath your feet. This is not your end.
Also, fascinating sun imagery, isn't it? Wouldn't you say? Go on. Come on. Come on. I'm so worried that the other guy's gonna, barge in there and snatch it away. Oh, nice. Success, please. There we go.
His eyes are open! He's alive!
Oh my god, he did it. Oh, thank goodness. And I think Mavuika probably helped a little bit, maybe? Thank you for the assist.
Well done. You managed to do the impossible.
Why is there a Seelie? There a Seelie? No, seriously, why is there a Seelie? Spirits and souls and a Seelie? Mavuika, why is there a Seelie? Also, now's the part where we all turn to the captain and demand answers, right? There's a Seelie!
What do you mean?
Don't try to talk. Focus on holding yourself together.
My god, I'm so worried about the state that his soul might be in right now. Can we do anything about it?
I can't believe the captain did that.
Maybe
Did he help too?
As a comrade. He was helping to rein him in all this time.
Right, exactly. He's called him a comrade earlier. That's the only reason I had the chance to turn off the device.
I'm fine now.
Damage to the soul is a tricky thing. The pain almost consumed you for a moment, but you managed to hold on to yourself. That's no easy feat.
Yeah, he fought his way back to life. Oh my god. So proud. What is up with that Seelie, though?
The worst appears to be over.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm sorry for causing so much trouble.
I love how you can tell that's his genuine personality. That's a little bit of his... that's a little bit of his grandson personality peeking through right there. And you can tell that's really him at heart, isn't it?
We can talk about that later.
I love how we're all having a conversation. See, this is what I was picturing, to be quite honest with you. Not this exact arrangement, but Mavuika just having a conversation with the captain. That's what I was picturing.
Our plan. It failed, didn't it?
I can't believe we actually stopped their plan. Did we seriously stop their plan?
I'm sorry. We were so close.
Though, to be fair, we didn't really do much. It was the captain abandoning the plan to save Ororon that gave us the chance to stop it. Why did that spirit possess him at that precise moment? They activated the device, and it can control the ley lines. Maybe it kind of opened them a little bit, allowed passage from beneath the earth. That spirit was able to escape.
You saved my life, and now the debt is repaid.
Hey, fair point.
Ororon, I never thought you actually wanted to sacrifice yourself in that ceremony. But you never gave up. Have you come to a conclusion on what it is that you truly want?
I just want an answer. A reason why I exist and why everyone always did so much for me.
I wonder what they'll do with this, because in real life there's no such thing. And I think that's part of what Aoife was trying to explain to him. Most people don't have a reason for existing, and that's okay. That's what life is about, not having a reason and getting to forge your own path, basically. Or at least the majority of people. Now, in a fantasy world, it can be a little bit different sometimes. I mean, there's a prophecy about us, isn't there? A little concerning. So, on one hand, I feel like a really realistic story for him and a really great way to showcase his growth is for him to come to understand that he doesn't need to have a reason to exist. You know, a lot of children are kind of given the feeling that they need to validate their existence because of, you know, the way they were raised or the way they were treated when they were young. And I think a little bit of that is what's happened to Ororon, because he learned about this plan that involved him and that failed. And so he feels like he needs to sort of earn his place and prove his worth. And so I think it would be a really great story for him if he were to learn that he doesn't need to do that. He can just exist and be happy, and he deserves that. On the other hand, we are still missing a couple heroes for Mavuika's plan, and we're missing someone from the Nightwind. Obviously, the two main suspects are Seelies and Ororon. And so, if he wants a really solid validation for his existence, being the hero that will save Natlan, or, one of the heroes that will save Natlan, is pretty darn solid. That's what he's been trying to do, and what he's been trying to fight for. Different ways to save Natlan, since he feels like that's what he owes people. I really like the idea of him unlearning that, learning that he doesn't need to do that. But on the other hand, there is maybe a way in this world for him to do that without sacrificing himself. So if he can learn to do that in a healthy way, that could be another nice story. Anyways, I don't know which direction they're going to go. I'm leaning in favor of him being one of the heroes. It kind of seems like they just missed their chance to establish that. That scene that we just saw would have been a great point to do it in. On the other hand, I really liked that he fought his way back to his life through his own strength. So maybe we'll, in the next couple of scenes, we will get to see his strength be acknowledged by the previous holder of his ancient name. Does he have an ancient name? I assume he does, but they haven't mentioned it yet. So yeah, maybe we'll see his battle just now be acknowledged, and then he gets his inheritance. But on the other hand, maybe that's not the way his story will go.
No one is born a hero, and no one should be treated like one from birth. I had a chance to do something important back then, but I failed. All I want is to find some more ways to make up for that.
See, it's a little bit of a concerning mindset, but I do like that he says some more ways to make up for that. He doesn't have to do one giant, significant act. He doesn't have to go out in a blaze of glory. Maybe if he spends the rest of his life just trying to make the world a better place around himself through small actions, I could see that being a comfortable... Oh my god, the Seelie! Who are you? Anyways, what's the word? I could see that being a comfortable compromise, because that's how a lot of people... Oh my... That's how a lot of people live their lives. Anyways, moving on.
The answer you seek now lies before you.
Oh great, we're getting answers. Yay! Wait, was he just acknowledged with an ancient name? Did he just get one and that's why they didn't mention it before? This music is wonderful. Oh my god, that's so cool. Ooh, those sparkles were really interesting.
You are the inheritor of my name. The hero from the masters of the Nightwind, who shall fight for this generation.
There it is! Oh my god, there it is! Sunhaj, I'll write this down. Let you guys enjoy the music in the background in the meantime. There it is! It's both at the same time. He got an ancient name and it was the acknowledgement of one of the heroes. I love it!
Fascinating. You're not the person that the others thought you were. And yet, you're also not the kind of person that you thought you were. It can take a lifetime to truly discover who we really are.
Oh, I like that.
Like you, I never thought I had what it took to be a hero. I was too cunning, too self-absorbed. But in the end, I sacrificed my life for this nation.
Oh my god, please don't tell me his name means sacrifice.
Now, remember your name. Even if others will see a different meaning, it still symbolizes your nobility and yearning.
Ooh, nobility and yearning, maybe.
My ancient name. BD.
Devotion. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, I need to fix my note. Oh my god, devotion. That fits him so well. I love it so much. Look at him. He looks confident. He looks strong. I'm so happy.
It means devotion. you will give your all, not for the sake of a heroic death, but to do justice by the answer you found for your life.
There we go. I love it.
For that answer, you will offer all of your strength and be born anew. Through your devotion, you will prove your worth.
Like we were saying, he feels the need to prove his worth. This is amazing.
Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration.
Perhaps that's fitting for someone like Ororon, who lives so close to the edge of death at all times.
Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism and send him off with this final tribute.
Super cool to see, though, that Sanhaj doesn't have to be in the Night Realm, the Night Kingdom, to appear like this.
For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
Aww. Wow.
It's nice to see you again, Sanhaj. With your recognition, we now have the 5th hero of this era.
He looks so cool! I'm so happy. Oh, he looks so cool.
I am happy to see your plan advance one step further. It seems that my cry did not cause irreversible damage.
That voice! Oh my god, there's so many Seelies. Who is this? Is this an envoy, maybe? Because the Seelies are here. So is this person connected to the Seelies? It was the sound of, what was it? A lament from beneath the earth. Someone who's long passed or long been sealed away? What is this? A dragon? An envoy? Who are you? Why does your voice sound so familiar?
What is that voice?
Just as I thought. The Lord of the Night has awakened.
The Lord of the Night! Well, hello. Honored to make your acquaintance. Who are you? This is so cool. I am getting fed so well right now.
Lord of the Night? As in the one who rules over the Night Kingdom?
We're getting like everything I could have asked for in this one scene. Oh my god.
I preside over a realm of souls. Due to my limited power, sleep is the only way I can extend my existence.
Okay, sorry, we've got a name. I've got to write it down. Alright, I wrote down their name. Okay, first thought is, due to my limited power, sleep is the only way I can extend my existence. Kind of actually reminds me of, Benti. Wasn't he asleep for hundreds of years? I still don't know exactly why he did that, so I wonder if these situations are related.
When you activated the device, I awoke and could not hold back my cry. It is a sound that agitates souls.
So I wonder if the Seelies are active because they were agitated too?
Most of you are unaffected because your souls are intact. But with a damaged soul, the effect on your friend was heightened, and his soul almost shattered as a result.
Oh dear.
And yet, his soul remains in one piece. He managed to overcome this obstacle through sheer strength of will. A truly impressive feat for a human.
That's our boy!
So, was that what caused all his strange behavior earlier?
No, he was also possessed. Yeah, so what happened to... What's his name? What happened to Guthred? Where'd he go?
No. An additional soul was affected. It tried to take refuge in the missing part of your friend's soul, but was ultimately expelled.
Haha. Nice.
However, this soul does not hail from Natlan or the Night Kingdom. Its origins remain a mystery to me.
Okay, so it is interesting that this soul was somewhere physically nearby, hiding in between the Night Kingdom and this realm, maybe, that was able to be agitated by that cry. It's also interesting that this person, well, the Lord of the Night, excuse me, does not know automatically that this soul is, it seems like, from Conria. So, the Lord of the Night's knowledge is limited. Probably has to gain knowledge. They probably have to gain knowledge before they have it, which feels like a redundant statement. But you know, with gods, you can never know how omniscient they're going to be. I don't know if you would call the Lord of the Night a god, but, you know, a powerful entity like this who presides, it seems like, over souls to an extent. Interesting that they don't automatically know everything about a soul once it passes through their borders or their gaze. Third option. Maybe... what's this guy's name again? Forgot his name 3 times already. Maybe Guthred was expelled from Conria, so that sort of sense of belonging is no longer attached to his soul, which is why she can't tell where he's from, you know?
Activating the source mechanism was supposed to reconstruct the ley lines. Why did it awaken you instead?
Oh, good question.
Because I was the one who originally constructed Natlan's ley lines, otherwise known as the Night Kingdom.
And I can't stop every 2 seconds to write something down, but they're giving me something to write down every 2 seconds. Okay, first note is that we knew earlier that the ley lines in the Night Kingdom interacted, but it seems like, in fact, they're so interwoven that they're considered one and the same. They're not 2 separate systems that work together, but that is interesting. Because the ley lines that were here were nearly destroyed by a dragon at one point, weren't they? So, did you build that system? Was it already the Night Kingdom, and then it got destroyed, and then it got reconstructed, or it healed? My guess would be that the Lord of the Night stepped in after they'd been destroyed the first time and reconstructed them afterward. But we'll have to see.
The ancient battle between the Descender and the dragons destroyed the corner of the world, allowing the Abyss to invade. Natlan's ley lines took the worst of the damage.
Mavuika, are you casually summarizing a little bit of the information from the Inkonomiya collection? The Descender, that's Fane's, isn't it? Are you sure you're allowed to share this information from with us? I'm guessing she got it from, basically that information dump that she got when she became the Archon. Okay. Destroy the corner of the world. So is the Abyss not native to Tevat? Maybe the Abyss is like, you know, from the larger universe and only was able to break its way into Tevat after a small crack was made in its shell, perhaps? I don't know, but it seems like that, you know, Phanes was also the one who made the shell around Tevat, right? God, I need to read that book again. I need to brush up on my Inkonomiya lore.
To aid the people of Natlan, the Lord of the Night used the fragments of the old ley lines to reconstruct a similar network. That's how the Night Kingdom was born.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what we were thinking.
The first Pyro Archon, Xbalanque, strengthened that realm and established the rules that aid our fight against the Abyss. The Ode of Resurrection and the Pilgrimage, both of which are practices that survive to this day.
Okay, so the Ode of Resurrection and the Pilgrimage are those rules that we've been hearing so much about. One wonders if maybe there's a secret 3rd or even 4th rule that just aren't being mentioned here because they're not considered relevant. Are there other rules at play here? But still, Ode of Resurrection and the Pilgrimage makes sense. So, the whole system with the Sacred Flame, the, what's it called? Combatant Fire? Or something? And the Ode of Resurrection work on those rules, as we suspected.
Oh, right! You said before it all came from the power of the heavens.
Oh, yes, please elaborate.
The ancient dragons tried to use this device to strengthen the ley lines by imbuing them with power.
Okay, so yes, definitely overlap at, like, again, that time period with the first Pyro Archon was really where everything came together. There were dragons existing at the same time as people, and the being that would become the Lord of the Night. So they worked together to try to strengthen these ley lines.
Back then, this method was rather ineffective. They lacked the skills to navigate the intricate structure of the ley lines. And now, the structure of the ley lines has also completely changed. I am the only possible vehicle for the power generated by the device.
Okay, so the captain's plan might not be entirely defeated yet.
It was an incredibly crude and painful method, but I managed to absorb some of that power. Now, I can speak to you like this and provide you with aid.
Oh, do you have some information for us?
Such as rebuilding the ley lines once more, at the cost of my own existence.
okay, if she's rebuilding the ley lines, it's like a perfect blend of our plan and the captain's plan. Maybe if we can restore the previous / already existing system, we shouldn't lose any of Natlan's history or memories. That's what you mean, right? You don't mean make a new system, right? Because that's just the captain's plan all over again.
But why would you make that kind of sacrifice?
The people of Natlan worship me and call me their lord. In the ancient past, before we died out, we were also known by a different name. Angels.
I have to write this down, but when you say we, are you... Please tell me you're referring to who I think you're referring to. Please tell me.
But adventurers like you are probably more familiar with our devolved form.
Yes!
Seelies.
Yes! Okay, now, this is the one part where I'm a little shaky on. Seelies have been confirmed to be the devolved form of envoys, right? Because that's like... We learned a little bit about Seelies from... what's the Seelies? We learned from some Sumeru artifact sets about either Seelies or envoys. Remember the goddess of flowers? So, please tell me these three are all the same thing, right? Seelies, envoys, and angel. The angels share! What does it mean? So, Seelies are angels, you said.
No wonder there are Seelies around here. A Seelie also helped us in the Night Kingdom.
They did. And I think they survive through the ley lines because of what we saw in Jasper's quest, which explains why there's none in Natlan because of the Night Kingdom.
Few angels remain in Natlan, so the same is true of Seelies. Everyone rallied around me and offered their power to humanity to reconstruct the ley lines.
Oh no, that's even sadder. It's not that they can't exist here because the ecology basically doesn't support them, but it's that they sacrificed themselves to help rebuild the ley lines. Oh my god! That's why there's so few.
Now, I have witnessed your determined pursuit for survival, and I have become your faith. I am very pleased.
Oh my god.
Mavuika, inheritor of Shibalonke's will, and leader of Natlan. Despite all the obstacles and misunderstandings, I have awoken. And the efforts of this harbinger and the young hero have imbued me with power.
Ironically, kind of managed to work out. Are we seriously heading in the direction of actual team up this time? Oh, she's going to sacrifice herself, but...
Say the word, and I will once again work to fulfill my mandate. Just as I did thousands of years ago.
Oh, and she's asking Mavuika to give her the command. We're right back to that debate that we had a little while back where the captain thought that Mavuika wouldn't be willing to make the call, or would hesitate to make it if the sacrifice was too great.
You need only nod your head. For the sake of your people and your nation, for the sake of overcoming the invasion from the Abyss, give me your orders.
Oh my god. I don't think she's going to do it. She's not going to do it, is she?
I will not.
Well, we might not have a team up. I don't think the captain will be too pleased about this. But yeah, I expected nothing less from Mavuika.
After reconstructing new ley lines, you will cease to exist. The rules of Natlan are founded in the Night Kingdom. If you disappear, so do they.
Oh, true.
Not to mention...
Oh, that's a good point, at least.
All the memories and legends recorded within the old ley lines will disappear along with you. The people of Natlan will face memory loss, mental disorders, and cognitive issues.
Okay. Earlier I was wondering, is she going to make a new system or just restore the old one? Seems like Mavuika understood that she would have to make a new system. Yeah, so we're right back where we were with the captain's plan.
Just like the consequences of using the Gnosis, that is a price I refuse to accept.
Humanity's survival is worth any price. Once the Abyss runs rampant, all that remains will be a land of corpses and ruin.
Oh my god, is he from Conrad? Right, because... Just... It seems like he is, because... What's his name again? I cannot remember this man's name for the life of me. Guthred? Yes? Because of what Guthred was saying, it seems like he's from Conria. He knows what it looks like when the Abyss attacks on force, doesn't he? No wonder he's reacting so strongly to the threat of it happening again.
And when the new ley lines are invaded again by the Abyss? What then? How are future generations supposed to survive?
The cycle will just keep happening?
A land without the Lord of the Night, without the protection of the rules, is doomed from the start.
You presume too much. If you cannot ensure survival in the present, you have no right to think about the future. What will it take for you to realize that? How many hundreds or thousands will have to die?
I love this. They're finally communicating in a way. They're arguing, but they're actually successfully laying out their points to each other.
The situation hasn't gotten that dire yet, has it?
Why are you so pessimistic about the situation? Honestly, I think it's trauma. I think he probably lived through the cataclysm and is terrified of it happening again.
Why? Because I am a survivor of Conria. I've witnessed the devastation and terror of the Abyss with my own eyes.
You don't say.
Conria?
That's right. My family, my comrades, my homeland, we're all lost to the Abyss.
I love this because, again, we're not really enemies. And I think especially in this moment, everyone feels a lot of empathy for him, you know?
It is an unforgettable pain. One that no amount of time could ever dull. Not even 500 years. You've experienced something similar, Mavuika. You should know exactly what I mean.
Oh my god, this guy is so tall.
You're right. The pain, the regret, the catastrophe. They all haunt my dreams to this day.
If I could go back, I would reject all false hope. I would do whatever it took to ensure their survival.
This is fascinating. They're finding common ground, but at the same time, Mavuika did the exact opposite. She left behind the past to come to the future, to ensure the survival of the future.
You have that chance before you now. Why do you refuse to take it?
Because we don't have the right to make that decision. We love this world because it contains everything we hold dear. Everything that has happened here has moved us, shaped us, and turned us into who we are today. Giving up our memories and history would mean rewriting everything. The people of this world would then become fundamentally different beings, their physical bodies the only connection to their former selves.
Even so, given enough time, a new civilization would inevitably flourish. If you believe in humanity, you should trust in their ability to create a new future.
Or, history could repeat itself. The Abyss could invade once more, and it would all be for nothing.
The parents are arguing.
Can I say something?
Oh, yes, please do! As a person who is alive in this world today, what are your thoughts?
I once carried the hopes of many people, and I was also desperate to save our nation. In the captain's plan, I saw a chance to ensure our survival. But as I was on the brink of death, my wish for life and purpose was rekindled. I've been very fortunate to be well cared for by all the people in my life. I refuse to forget that. My feelings were so strong, they overrode my compulsion to sacrifice myself for their safety. No matter what path lies before us, we still have a destination. If we lose our way now, we will lose the meaning of our existence.
That's right. Natlan's heroes gave their lives so we could have this chance against the Abyss. Their sacrifices are our blessings. Not only are their deeds and spirits exceptionally meaningful, they may also well be our path to victory. I don't want to give up just yet.
Yeah, we're just one hero short.
The power from the device will allow me to remain awake for some time. I stand at the ready should you change your mind.
Wow, I'm really enjoying hearing everybody share their thoughts. That was so cool. And yet here we are with a tentative, terrifying backup plan. Team up time?
Even if you fail, You need only send someone my way. My offer still stands. Humanity is truly remarkable. Even the gods in the heavens hold you to be special. Even now, you stand before me, dazzling like the sun.
You must have a profound connection to this land since you're so determined to save it.
Right? That was one of the main reasons that I originally thought he was from Natlan. He's so invested in Natlan. Does he just have a big ol' heart, and he sees Natlan in the same danger that Conria was in, and he's latched onto it with just as much force as he would Conria?
But what are you really trying to protect? The land, or its people?
Hey, well said. Little bit of a wake-up call for him too, you know? Hi! Can I help you?
Pretty sure he wants to hear what you have to say, Traveler.
I want to win. What about you?
Fine.
Oh my god! I'm so excited.
I suppose we can wait. Now that Ororon has inherited the memories of his forebear, there's only one hero left. Your plan does have the potential to generate the best outcome. In the meantime, you shall have the aid of all the Fatui under my command.
Oh, team up time! I'm so happy!
Thank you. Having such a powerful harbinger on my side is a big advantage. I know we may never completely see eye to eye on what it means to protect life, but for now, I'm willing to fight by your side.
Oh my god, the fist bump of approval. The fist bump of diplomatic alliance. A powerful fist bump indeed. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Alright, we should let everyone else know about the plan. They're probably still at each other's throats outside.
Oh, true.
Good idea. We need to explain the situation.
I have a few more questions for the Lord of the Night.
Oh, guess we'll stick around then.
Oh my god, Vega, I love you so much.
I'll update everyone outside. Let's meet back up at the stadium.
Wow. Wow. Is this going to become a place we can return to? Doesn't seem like it. I'm not on the map. Amazing. I mean, you've heard my thoughts the whole time. Whoa. My camera's limited. Look at the Seelies. You've heard my thoughts the whole time. I won't rehash. But let us speak to the Lord of the Night again.
You come to me with many questions.
Yes!
And you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
I adore this. I'm so glad that the Traveler is back in getting answers everywhere we can mode. And we're starting off with such a strong one. About the power from the heavens. So my two theories. My three theories. They haven't really changed since we first heard this name. Power of the heavens. I was wondering, is that just a metaphorical way to refer to the gnosis that Xbalanque earned after winning the Pyro Archon seat? Is this some sort of system that Celestia has in place to manipulate the world? That one seems the most unlikely. Or is this some sort of shadely interference? Because we saw when the Power of the Heavens / Renova popped up, the typography was the same as we saw in Inazuma in A's second story quest, where we saw a higher power be referred to as Istaroth, who we now know is one of the shades. So, my two strongest guesses are either it's the Gnosis, or it's the one of the shades. And honestly, one of the shades feels the most likely. That's such... ugh, it's such a guess to throw out there. I feel like I'm making a big bet here. But if it's just the Gnosis, that's kind of boring, almost. It's nothing new. So I feel like it's probably one of the shades, even though Gnosis might be more likely. So, please, about the power of the heavens?
They do not like being mentioned by name by any living being, be it an ordinary human or one of the seven. They prefer to remain in the shadows as shades.
I'm so happy right now. Oh my god. This is amazing. Two thoughts. If they don't like to be referred to by name, one, that explains why, so far, none of them have been referred to by name. again, in a story quest, it was a higher power. In the earlier Archon quest here in Natlan, it was the power of the heavens or something like that, right? So then, when that super text pops up and gives us a name, where's that information coming from? How does the Traveler suddenly know that? Is it Nicole dropping the information into our brain just to be helpful? Like, how did we get that information? Sub-question is, we as the player get that information because we can visually see it on the screen. Does the Traveler also get that information when we do? Vega, do you know the name?
The one you wish to know about? I call her the Ruler of Death.
Oh my god.
She helped Natlan establish the rules. It was also under her guidance that I created the Night Kingdom.
That is so cool. What? The Ruler of Death? I have to write this down. Actually, I have to update my Renova notes. Okay, wrote it down. The Ruler of Death. Doesn't that directly parallel what we learned in Paralogism? About the Ruler of Life? Wait, actually, I need to get my notes back out. Did we get a name for the Ruler of Life? Who was that? Harbingers. God, don't tell me. You're kidding me. Oh my god, I'm a fake Paralogism fan. I didn't write down my notes for Paralogism. The Ruler of Life. We know that the Ruler of Life was like what? What was the phrasing? They were seized or something? By Rhindaughter, right? Except in the timeline of the game, that hasn't happened yet. Or no, did Skirk mention something about it in Fontaine? Maybe that is in the process right now. Doesn't matter. But the Ruler of Life, yeah, that directly parallels the Ruler of Death, doesn't it? Shades, man. So we've got Ruler of Life, Ruler of Death. Ruler of Time, right? Gotta be. So then Ruler of Space, maybe? What would the fifth be? Ruler of Earth? But that kind of matches space already. Huh. Ruler of Will? Ruler of Mind, maybe? I'm trying to think of something that isn't covered by the others. And yet is relevant to the story in this world. Will and Mind feel like competitive guesses.
It was an expression of love, as well as an act of reparation.
Ooh.
She was seen as having significantly overstepped her authorities as a shade, which quite displeased the almighty heavenly principles.
Oh my god. Did she just cut herself off from calling them by name? Did she? Did you? Okay, so if she was seen as having significantly overstepped her authorities as a shade, so the creation of the Night Kingdom, that's what overstepped her authority? Or was she trying to make reparations for overstepping her authority by making the Night Kingdom? I think it's probably the first one. I don't think the Heavenly Principles would approve of the Night Kingdom and the Ode of Resurrection and all. Though who knows? The Heavenly Principles don't seem to appreciate primordial life experiments. But resurrecting people, that's fine, I guess? Okay. So the question here that I have then is, what did she do that overstepped her authority? Was it making the Night Kingdom? Or was making the Night Kingdom an apology for having overstepped? Still, I think it was the first one.
She succumbed to self-pity as a result, and no longer cared if others discussed her identity. Even so, her existence remains unknown to all but a select few.
Oh great, so we're not going to get smited for talking about her right now. Wonderful. Thank you for your mercy, I guess. I hope your self-pity gets better soon? Man, even shades can feel down on themselves sometimes, huh? It gets to us all.
Self-pity?
Yeah, I feel kind of bad.
Please don't tell anyone I use that word. I'm just trying to speak plainly to conserve energy.
Oh no, is this taxing?
You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
I'm almost afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm just... Is there more? Is there more on that same level of information that you're about to give us? About the Loom of Fate.
I'm not familiar with that concept. The device is capable of weaving and creating ley lines, you say?
Indeed.
Even I cannot create something from nothing. I can only reconstruct the ley lines by reassembling the yet intact components into a new structure.
And if creating the Night Kingdom, I suppose it didn't necessarily, she said, yeah, it doesn't necessarily require the power of a shade, just required their guidance. Okay.
If that power were available to the people of Natlan, they might have a new option against the Abyss.
Creating something from nothing, but wouldn't the memory issue still be an issue?
You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
About elemental energy and the Abyss.
Phlogiston is Tevat's primordial form of energy.
Right, primordial fire!
The heavenly principles used phlogiston as a basis for the creation of elemental energy, to develop a power to better counter the Abyss.
Fascinating. Okay, because like we just learned, the Abyss might not have become an issue until after the war with the heavenly principles. So the heavenly principles saw the Abyss starting to encroach, attack Tevat, and sought to create something to withstand it. And phlogiston is the basis for all elemental energy? Fascinating.
Have you heard of the concepts of the light realm and the human realm? That explanation might take too long.
Don't worry, we have. The light realm being another term for the elemental realm, right?
Light refracts into 7 different colors, which we collectively refer to as a rainbow. Elemental energy is a similar concept. It's essentially the modern counterpart of phlogiston.
So elemental energy, basically, all the elements have a singular shared source. Let's just call it energy. And it can be split, refracted, filtered, whatever you want to call it, into different variants. This makes visions all the more fascinating, doesn't it? Really brings me back to my theory about vision wielders and how, like, you know, why is it that they can wield that specific element? Do they have a predisposition towards it, or is it just decided by their vision? It's probably decided by their vision. If energy is just energy until it is specified, I feel like that's closer to the truth then. Which makes me think that someone, like, you know, somebody might be able to figure out how to wield your energy. I'm thinking of Conria, and I'm thinking of Lisa, actually. And I'm also thinking of the Traveller. I wonder if the Traveller's original power was just pure energy, and that's why we've been able to wield all elements so far. We're basically wielding subsets of our full original power. Because, you know, the general plotline we're on right now is we had power, we lost power, we're trying to regain our strength, piece by piece. Right?
You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
I guess it also kind of explains why people who have been affected by the Abyss lose the ability to manipulate phlogiston. Because it's Tevat's primordial form of energy, so it existed in Tevat before the Abyss appeared. Potentially. And the heavenly principles use phlogiston to create elemental energy, just different variants, right? So I guess that's why, if that's supposed to counter the Abyss, I suppose that implies that the Abyss counters it as well. So when you have an abyssal injury, you can't use phlogiston anymore. I suppose. Oh, about my ancient name?
Ah, yes. Yes. The artisan from the Children of Echoes has yet to mention the matter to me. Probably because the young girl from the Masters of the Nightwind is absent.
Right, they were going to try to communicate with the Lord of the Night. So how do you know about this already? Back to my question about exactly how omniscient you are. Is it because we just introduced the situation to you?
No matter. I'll reach out in a dream and tell them what needs to be done.
Wow. Oh my god, we're actually doing this? Thank you.
young girl?
Shilonen and... Oh, Sitalali. Yes.
What? Did I say something wrong?
No, it's just that she's a grandmother to us.
You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
Okay, I don't think I need to review anything. I'm very suspicious about our dialogue here. That was suspiciously short. Makes me think that it's going to pop up again later on in this quest and be relevant again. If Natlan had that sort of power, they might have a new option against the Abyss, creating something from nothing. Just the power to create something from nothing. Maybe not necessarily new ley lines, because we're back to that memory issue. If we replace the ley lines, we erase Natlan, basically. But we could create something else, maybe. I don't know. I just don't know. I have no more questions, thank you. I want to follow the Seelies. Oh, I can't climb. Seelies? Oh my god. So, angels. Angels share. See, it's stuff like that. How did they know that angels existed if they didn't exist in this world? They do exist in this world. Are you on, boys? I need to reread those. Oh my god. Oh, darn it. I was gonna go look my archive. I want to reread my, Sumeru artifacts. I'm pretty sure, though. Oh, that's random. I wouldn't have that mental connection unless somewhere I had read. Oh, hello. That information to begin with, right?
The captain says a group of us need to stay behind to guard the source mechanism. It's extremely important. We'll stay here.
Thank you for your hard work, I guess.
Of course, you're free to come and go as you please.
Thank you. So I can re-enter, can't I? Can I? No, I can't. Okay. Checking out. Wow, this place is heavily guarded. That's awesome. I guess we'll just teleport back. Let's go. Never mind. And into the speaker's chamber. This is everything I could have dreamed of. Ororon found his courage, his strength.
Allow me to formally welcome the Fatui to our cause.
We have a formal team up with the Fatui. I'm really liking the captain's character so far, so I'm not even worried about this team up. I think this team up's gonna go great. Oh god, I just jinxed it. Somebody's going to sacrifice themselves. It's not gonna be Mavuika. Is the captain? Oh my god, is the captain going to die? Why? I just suddenly got a chill. Oh god. All these people trying to sacrifice themselves, learning not to. The only person who hasn't, and who is just as emotionally invested in this game. Did I say infested? I meant to say invested, you know. Is the captain. But come on, he understands he has a responsibility to his underlings. He can't go sacrificing himself. What if he sacrifices himself to protect them? Oh my god. Why am I suddenly worried about a harbinger? Oh, that's nothing new. I've been worried about harbingers in the past. Speaking of Wanderer, you know, of course, my child. But, oh my god.
We now face a common enemy. It's time to put our differences behind us and look to the future.
There's never an easy win in this game, you know? There's no such thing as a free lunch or whatever. I'm so worried all of a sudden. Side thought, I wonder, I need to look at more Fatui apparently, because I wonder if the Fatui under the captain's command have that Conrian star on them because they're under the captain's command, you know?
As for Ororon, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now. I'd rather give him a chance to prove himself.
Nice.
A magnanimous decision.
We're back! Whoa. Seeing the two of you chatting like this, Paimon almost feels like she's dreaming.
Right? There's strength in numbers. I feel better about our chances.
This may be an unexpected outcome, but a favorable one nonetheless.
Yeah, we were basically just distracting ourselves, like, fighting each other. So now that we're working together...
Now that we're all here, I have some questions of my own. Tell me, how did you discover the source mechanism?
And how did you discover the leyline plan? Oh my god, the brass on his chest looks like a heart.
We weren't getting any closer to obtaining the Gnosis, so I had my men scour Natlan for a different option. Ororon helped as well.
I love this so much. I feel like he's telling us the truth. He's just honestly telling us.
We tracked down 3 scholars, Aberawa, Bosomtwe, and Kushtal, and combined the results of their research to locate this ancient device.
And also, what I love about this guy, we've seen it in the concern and care he has for his, people working for him or people working with him. He knows all these people's names. He doesn't just say, we tracked down 3 scholars from the Collective of Plenty, from the Masters of the Nightwind, and from the Children of Echoes. No, he knows their names. He pays attention to everyone. Kind of similar to Mavuika, actually.
I've never heard those names before.
That's ironic. He's done his research well, I suppose.
Seems like my own investigation failed to locate some critical personnel. I'm just not sure how I missed them.
Care to share?
Strange. Perhaps they simply live in seclusion.
Strange, he says. Well, now I'm suspicious. They're not dead, are they? And Ororon spoke to their spirits or something? It was his men and Ororon who found them when Mavuika couldn't. Maybe they've enlisted with the Fatuis. They were actually found amongst the Fatuis' ranks? No, what are the odds of 3 highly skilled Natlan researchers all defecting to the Fatui? Suspicious.
In any case, their results speak for themselves.
And the way you gloss over that is suspicious. I'm not suspicious about him. I think he is wholeheartedly on our side for now. But I am suspicious about those researchers.
That's true. Now we have another option at our disposal. Compared to using the Gnosis, our current plan will buy us some time.
New fear unlocked. With the damage to the Night Kingdom, do you suppose Mavuika is losing parts of her memory and not realizing it? Maybe she did know those people, and forgot about them.
And if all else fails, we still have this plan as a last resort, even though executing it will come at a heavy cost.
Exactly. Backup plan.
But that means making everyone forget their past. We should definitely try to avoid it if we can. Oh, actually, speaking of the Gnosis, how did you know what it could do?
And how did you know about this plan to begin with?
That story begins with the Cataclysm 500 years ago.
Oh, I'm so down. Please tell.
I failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss. When the situation became unsalvageable, I fled to Natlan with the remainder of my platoon.
Okay, so he does have long ties to Natlan as well.
Only to find that Natlan had fallen victim to the same tragedy. I defended this land for quite some time, and, in the process, met the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, Aizu. I'm sure many people viewed Conria as the cause of the tragedy. But Aizu was kind to me all the same, and even helped me in my time of need. From that moment, I made it my mission to aid Natlan. In battle, a warrior fights to win. Even though my homeland was lost, I was already committed to this fight.
He's very honorable as that... Oh god, what was his name again? Guthred? Why is my note so far away? Come here. Yes, Guthred. As Guthred said, he's very honorable, isn't he? Because when Ororon saved his life, he made sure to repay that debt. And when... what was their name? When Aizu was kind to the captain, he made sure to repay that to all of Natlan, too. Wow.
Together, Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships. However, he was unable to escape his fate. And, in his final moments, told me the secret of the Gnosis.
How do you suppose Aizu knew the secrets of the Gnosis? Did the Archon tell him? Did he divine something? Through... I presume he was a shaman of some sort because he was the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, but maybe not. Well, maybe a shaman told him.
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions, even before the tragedy. but I turned him down each time. You knew him, and you fought for Natlan all those years ago. Why don't I recognize you?
Great question, because yeah, she would have been the Archon at that time too. She knew all the people he knew.
It must be the mask.
Yeah, it's probably the mask, right?
Even without the mask, my past appearance is long gone.
Ooh.
Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
Does it? But then why hasn't Dane experienced the same thing? Weird. Either something has happened to the captain to cause him to, I suppose, rot. Oh god, that must hurt so much. Or something happened to Dane, or Dane did something to avoid the same fate.
Wait, do you know someone named Dainsleif? That problem doesn't seem quite so extreme for him.
Paimon, I love you. Thank you so much.
You've met him already?
Oh yes, we have.
Yeah, a bunch of times. Sounds like you know him too.
What's your opinion?
During the age of Conria, all I knew was his name. The last time I saw him in person, he was traveling with the prince.
You know my brother?
He carries a degree of pain and hatred that far surpasses my own.
Back then, you said you didn't want to fight me. Was it really because of my sibling?
Yes, you're the sister of the prince. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you.
Oh my god, so if he was a commander of Conrian forces, and he probably served the dynasty or the royal family, and so he kind of served our brother, the prince, does that mean you recognize us as some form of princess?
Although, this is likely a self-imposed burden. If the prince saw me now, I doubt he would even recognize me.
Well, you are wearing a fully head-covering mask, so yes.
As for your question, I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of his body.
I am fascinated. Now, his arm seems particularly cursed, doesn't it? Oh, because I was wondering if maybe he's found some way to condense all the curse or all the damage to that one arm. Alternatively, you suppose he's got that blue power that he uses, power of darkness. What is that power? With the new context we have about elemental energy and energy, what is blue? I don't think it's abyssal power. I think he's very staunchly against abyssal power, considering how much he resents the sinners and their role in the cataclysm. So anyways, this power that he has... Now, the power of the stars? I mean, when I think of the energy that is all energy, I would think it would be like our golden light that we saw at the beginning of the game, or white light, which is the combination of all wavelengths. But I guess it could be dark, actually, if they wanted to go that direction, kind of like the dark energy of the universe. That'd be cool. But yeah, so maybe he's managed to somehow contain the deterioration all to one arm, or he's condensed his power into one arm to constantly combat it. I don't know how that would work. Oh, Dane! Why is it that we always have questions for this man?
My appearance is much changed, and that's not the only thing. Even my physical strength is a shadow of what it once was.
Oh yeah, how's your wound? Are you okay?
I would have never known. During our battle, it felt like I was fighting against the pinnacle of human strength.
And I still lost. I deserve no praise for that outcome.
You fought an Archon after 500 years of deterioration. I think you did fine.
Still, it's a shame we never faced off 500 years ago. You could have seen what I was truly capable of.
These two, they're both such warriors. It's incredible. They have so much in common. This is why I was really loving the conflict in this nation. The conflict in this nation is so well designed because they have the same goals. They just have different ways of going about them. They're like the same person in different fonts. I love it.
I agree. Had we fought then, I'd also have been more motivated to go all out.
Especially because she was trying to be careful with how much power she had left this time.
So, all that commotion back at the stadium, and you're saying neither of you were using your full strength?
I'm not surprised, particularly on Mawika's part.
I'd say we're evenly matched. If we face off again, victory will come down to who wants it more.
I imagine you held back since there were spectators around that could have gotten hurt.
Exactly, that too.
Capitalizing on that situation would have only led to a hollow victory. It would have been no different than taking hostages.
There's that honor of his again. Hollow victory.
My goal was the Gnosis, and I failed to obtain it. That means I lost. Plain and simple.
Speaking of the Gnosis, what are you going to tell the Tsaritsa?
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa allows every Harbinger the freedom to pursue the meaning of their existence. When the time comes, that freedom can take precedence over her orders.
Fascinating.
That's why our methods can be so radically different, despite sharing the same goal and the same sovereign.
You kind of did dance around the question, though. Will she dispatch another Harbinger to try again to take the Gnosis? I think he's going to refuse to try to take it again, because he feels that he lost, fair and square.
I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan is saved, if the Gnosis still remained in my possession, I could bring it back to Snezhnaya.
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus on the Abyss for now.
See? Now they can just talk it out. I love it.
Right! What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
Hey, can we go back to the part where he didn't answer the question about what the Tsaritsa will do next to try to get the Gnosis? I suppose that was an implied question. Not exactly what we actually asked him. Oh, but seriously. Who's gonna pop up at the end here? What, will we just give the Gnosis to Snezhnaya? It is a harbinger of doom, basically. Might as well. It will probably unleash some kind of power. Heavens were mentioned earlier. Anything to do with that?
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only once. It's a power that Xbalanque gained from Renova.
There it is, secret third rule! There is something else in play here, a system that we can use. And there's that name again. I love how the Lord of the Night was saying, oh, the Shades don't like being mentioned by mortals. And here's Mawika just dropping a name. To be fair, it is the name of the one Shade who apparently doesn't care, but still.
Renova is a god whose existence predates any Archon. You can think of her like an emissary of the heavenly principles. She controls the power of death.
Emissary, fascinating. I wonder if Mawika doesn't know the exact terminology and the exact relationship between the Shades and the Shades and the heavenly principles.
Wait, is that why you have the Ode of Resurrection?
Makes sense. Oh, so okay. Right. Came more from Renova and their assistance in building the Night Kingdom than it did from dragons, probably.
Yes. Renova also orchestrated Natlan's rules. As for the Divine Throne...
Yes?
Like I said before, when a human ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. The size of the flame depends on the person's potential. The same principle applies to the ruler of Death's power, with one notable distinction. The amount of power inherited will not change depending on your ability to tolerate it.
So she's saying that when someone becomes the Archon in Natlan, they inherit a set amount of Renova's power? Can you use this?
In other words, it's a kind of power that not everyone can withstand.
Right, makes sense. The power might incinerate you as well. Of course, it's a shade. I'm not surprised.
But if you survive the trial, you will gain unprecedented strength and the ability to harness powers more formidable than any Archon.
Oh, okay. This is the power that we'll get if we get all of our heroes together, you're saying. So when a human ascends to become the... what are they called? The Archon. They awake this flame depending on their own potential. But if you ascend to something besides the throne, you will inherit this power. So we need to be able to withstand it. And that's why we need multiple people too, I bet. We can't go at this with only half the team.
That still sounds really risky.
We cannot walk this path without accepting risk. Mualani charged into the Night Kingdom despite the abyssal contamination. Ororon fought back from the brink of death. In the face of their bravery, I must respond in kind. That is my duty.
Spoken like a true leader.
I knew it. I knew he would. Oh my god. I love this. I love how much they respect each other, you know?
Alright, that's enough for one day. You should head back and get some rest. I'm sure you're exhausted.
And I suppose, even if we try to go through with this plan, and we all get incinerated by trying to withstand a Shade's power, the captain will then start plan 2, and go back to the Lord of the Night. It's a backup plan for a reason.
The Abyss will likely sense the change in Ororon. It's possible the frequency of the attacks will increase. There are many challenges to come, so we need to be prepared.
And we need to be well rested, eh?
When you put it that way, Paimon feels even more exhausted. Alright, let's head back.
It's been a long day for us, hasn't it? Leave the speaker's chamber.
Now that we're working together, we'll need to coordinate our efforts. I'll leave a portion of my forces for you to command.
That will definitely help relieve some pressure. You're sure they won't object?
They've been protecting Natlan against the Abyss already.
It's an order. I will make that clear.
Excellent. I appreciate your trust.
Oh my god. And when I said his clothes kind of reminded me of Dane's clothes, I was not wrong. He was literally a Convian soldier, or guard perhaps, just like Dane. I love it. That's good design right there. He looks so cool. Oh my god, I'm suddenly reminded of my fears. You're not gonna die on us, right? This always happens. Whenever there's like a redemption arc, and honestly that wasn't even really a redemption arc, he didn't need any redeeming, but they took a supposed bad guy, a Fatui Harbinger, and now he's on our side, and now he's going to freaking die, isn't he? I don't want that to happen. No. If I just don't complete the Archon quest, it won't happen. Well, who knows? Maybe he won't die.
That hurts.
I'm literally thinking about it now. Can we get out of this without anyone sacrificing? Wait, yeah! Why would he need to sacrifice himself? He's not one of the heroes. He doesn't have an ancient name. Unless he does. Is he going to get one when we get one? Apparently he's been fighting for Natlan. On and off, perhaps, for about 500 years. So, if we are about to be overwhelmed by this power and he steps in to help us bear the brunt of it, I could see that being a sacrifice right there. But if that's not the case, if he never gets an ancient name, which he probably won't, why would he die? Plan's pretty solid, actually. He doesn't need to risk his life at all. Because, of course, the Abyss is going to attack while we try to do this, and we're going to have to fight off the Abyss. And so on and so forth as we do this. But they would not kill a Harbinger in a random scuffle against the Abyss, you know? Okay, I'm talking myself out of it. He'll be fine. He'll be fine, right?
Stay still. Your wound needs time to heal. You need to rest for a few more days.
The monsters keep increasing in number. It's like something changed.
It's definitely unusual, and we should all be careful. But don't worry too much. You have us by your side.
It's the, like Mavuika was saying, the Abyss sensing the change in Ororon.
If there's one thing the Abyss fears, it's strength. If they think we're easy prey, they've got another thing coming. Oh, someone's calling us.
Coming!
Bye.
Something wrong, Traveler?
The feeling of dread is getting stronger. I agree. I just feel so nervous, like something's going to go wrong. Do we really have time to wait for the final hero to appear? Somebody has to go find Chaska. And just stare into her eyes. Recite all the legends. Optional objectives! There it is! I've got to do this. I've got to do this. B. Ah. Ha ha ha. There they are. I was informed in stream today, once again, I highly recommend you watch, for no particular reason, that There were a lot of optional objectives in this round. I really want to make sure I beat all of them. I'm really nervous that my tracking... Okay, good. To the inn is getting closer. I don't want to go to the inn yet. Echelonin! The arming people?
Nope. We can't give any of these to our soldiers. They were not tempered correctly at the forge.
Ooh, that's painful.
Well-made weapons and shields are vital for the survival of our people. I know we're under a lot of pressure, but we can't compromise on quality. Listen, I'm not blaming you. I know this isn't your usual standard of work. Why don't you all just take a break and I'll take care of the pieces.
Hey, Shilonin? Is something wrong?
Definitely wouldn't want a shield or sword to break on the battlefield, but... Oh, not going to be easy to reuse those materials, and now you have to start from scratch.
Nothing I can handle. Just some rushed defective goods, that's all. Even the most skilled craftsmen make mistakes under pressure, and if you two want to avoid the same fate, you should really get some rest.
You must be exhausted too.
Don't worry. I like it that way.
Huh. I suppose for all of her concerns about some of the tasks she's handed, she likes working under pressure.
You should head back and get some rest. I need to fix some things here first.
Alrighty. Did I finish my thought earlier about reading Chaska all of the legends of her tribe? Or maybe just, we'll find somebody, a storyteller, who can tell her all the legends. They might not all be written down. Oh. And we don't want to miss any. It's a school of art that I'm about to guide, pioneer, and carry up to lofty heights. As for what the style will be, that depends on what I end up drawing next. Wow, that sounds pretty impressive. Not really, you really think so? Of course, isn't that how all popular art goes? They start with a concept, then give it a name, and finally they try and give it as much exposure as they can, so that it baffles as many people as possible. And, ta-da! You've created the latest fad. I mean, things definitely do take off like that. That's also a cynical way to look at art. There we go. Let's talk to the tablet. Do I have any? Ooh. Not a lot. Because I didn't go after that one chest earlier. Okay, next, up there. Oh hey, found some stairs. Still higher, still higher. Look this way. There's a door there. Yes. I'm so worried about the captain. I literally can't come up with any thoughts about anything else. That's my emotional support harbinger. I jest. I'm just really liking how they're doing his character. But if I think about the possible ways he can grow as a character versus the argument for letting him rest after all these centuries. Your about looks like a moon.
Peach, you made it back in one piece!
Welcome back. I hope everything was fine.
Oh, these must be friends of yours. Well, head out then. See you later.
Goodbye.
It was a piece of cake. Those invasive pests are lucky someone called a truce, or we would have burned them all to ashes.
Hi, how? I love dragons, even this one.
I appreciate the concern, Paimon. Despite Ahao's description, the situation wasn't quite so smooth. The captain's forces are all elite warriors. It was a tough fight. We were prepared to retreat at any moment. And now the Pyro Archon and the captain are working together. Not the outcome I was expecting, that's for sure.
Yeah, from the perspective of all the soldiers on that battlefield, that must have been bizarre, to say the least.
Yeah, a lot happened while we were in the ruin. We'll tell you about it some other time.
Well, at least the Pyro Archon's plan advanced a step further. This is the best outcome we could have hoped for. We really appreciate all your help.
And you too, of course.
But we have to keep pushing forward. Cebu and I were just about to head out, actually. My tribe is calling for messengers.
Yeah, as much as I don't want him to go anywhere so that we can have all the heroes at close hand, or when it's go time, still waiting on our final member.
We won't keep you then. Let's talk later. Ha! Little Kanish thinks he can just leave without consulting the almighty Dragon Lord.
He's gonna walk away, right? Yeah.
Hey! Wait up!
There he goes. I love a house so much. Okay. Case in point, though. Not a scratch on that boy. Impressive warrior indeed, isn't he? Optional objectives. Ooh! Okay, awesome. Look around the Weary Inn is actually optional. Well, let's definitely do that. Hi, do you have anything interesting? What do you sell here? Oh, right. You haven't gotten your gems yet. Something. Oh, and we're really close by. Wonderful. What do you think? We saw Kachina and Mualani already. Oh, it's gotta be Chaska this time, right? I worry, though. Oh, sorry. What will it take to awaken Chaska? I worry that it's going to be someone attacking the stadium, or someone attacking the, Flowerfeather clan. Still very worried about Koichi as well. I'm just very worried about everybody who's not a playable character, I guess. I suppose you can say they've designed the atmosphere here in Natlan, currently at War of the Abyss, very well. Quite worried about people dying.
Ororon?
Of course, it's these two. Finally reunited.
Granny?
You should be proud of him. He pulled his soul back from the brink of destruction.
What's wrong, Granny? It looks like you have something to say.
You know exactly what you did. You need some sense knocked into you, that's what I think. Now, where do I even begin?
Please don't begin with breaking his legs. He doesn't deserve it.
I'm sorry.
Now that you have nowhere to run, that's when you apologize? You couldn't wait to run off last time, and the time before that.
Pretty sure I apologized those times too.
I think you did, yeah.
What exactly were you thinking? Being a wanted criminal is one thing, but then you also tried to pull off that whole thing in the ancient ruin. I'm not the one who needs an apology. Apologize to yourself for risking your life.
Ooh, nice. But I think he's grown a little bit more since you've last seen him.
Okay. I'm sorry.
He really did it. And it was so sincere, too. He apologized to himself.
I don't have anything to say for myself, Granny. Yell at me all you want. I know I messed up.
I want to be clear, I'm not laughing at him. I'm very proud of him. I'm so happy.
You better be sincere. This is an incredibly serious matter.
I'm being sincere, I promise. I've seriously reflected on my actions.
He has. He's done a lot of soul searching. And let's say heart searching too, in the past couple hours. He's made leaps and bounds.
I know what I did was risky, and I know I made some bad choices. But I don't regret it. I just had to do something. Not because I thought I was special, but because I wanted to help Natlan as much as I can. Of course, in the end, I just ended up causing more trouble, so you're right. My apology doesn't mean much, but I don't know what else I can say.
Well, that's what he just said just there is perfect. He's acknowledging, you know, the trouble he's caused, the impact it's had. I think, you know, the apology is necessary, but acknowledging everything is its own form of apology as well. You know, a necessary part. All I'm trying to say is I think he's doing a great job taking accountability for what he's done.
You even had Aoife bring me that gem. A simple thank you isn't enough, but still. Thank you, Granny.
You're welcome. Just make sure to thank Aoife sometime.
I will.
Anyway, don't feel too grateful. I tampered with the bag to copy a portion of your memories.
Oh, she's going to tell him.
Oh, I didn't notice.
And it seems like he doesn't care. Great! That's kind of the best outcome we could have hoped for.
Of course you didn't. You forget how many years I have on you. Like you could uncover one of my tricks. Ugh, anyway, I have something else to tell you.
That you watched the memories with the Traveller and Paimon?
The Pyro Archon has discussed your case with the others. Many of your actions violated the rules of Natlan, and you should understand you'll have to take responsibility for that.
I understand.
But your efforts weren't entirely meaningless in the end. In addition to giving us another failsafe, you saved yourself with sheer force of will and managed to become a hero.
Oh good, so she has heard everything that happened.
Huh. Not too shabby, grandson.
There it is. I was hoping she'd be proud of him.
Did the Traveller and Paimon tell you to say that?
What? No! I said that because I mean it!
Is she blushing? Oh no, did we tell her to say that?
I can't believe you're complimenting me at a time like this. You normally let your fists do the talking.
You're not off the hook just yet. I told the Traveler I was going to break your legs, and I meant every part of it.
No, have mercy!
Could you not? I still need them to walk.
He needs them to fight the Abyss!
Trying to negotiate, are you? Alright, make me an offer.
Do not break his legs, and you will have one healthy, happy grandson.
Given all the good things that I managed to accomplish, can you let me off the hook this one time? I promise to do better in the future.
Fine. I can let this slide for now. But I'll be watching. We'll see if I change my mind. Oh, a Traveller, Paimon. Didn't expect to see you here.
Hello.
Hello. Talking things out with your grandson?
Yes. Looking after these little rascals is rather exhausting.
Taking care of the Traveller isn't easy either. Paimon's life is an uphill battle.
Really?
Traveller, Paimon, I want to thank you for your help back at the ruin.
It was nothing. Just don't do anything like that ever again.
I won't.
Let's get together sometime. If Ororon really wants to thank you, he can treat us all to a tasty meal.
Sounds great. We'll be there.
You had us at Tasty Meal. Naturally, wherever Paimon goes, I go. And wherever there's food, Paimon goes. Thank you. See, that's why I have to collect all the vegetables I see. It's so that Paimon won't leave me. Optional objectives. We did them all! In this area? What do you mean, in this area? What's going on in the other areas? Anything at the other clans? Oh, those areas wouldn't have been out yet. Anything over here? Anything over there? And I should be zoomed in enough to see them if they were there. I can see the Archon quest symbol. Right? I think we're okay. Okay. Let's go to rest then. I think my plan is actually we'll call it right before we rest. Because I'm a little nervous. We might have some sort of dream. Should we rest? I don't want to get sucked into the bed. Happens enough in real life already, you know? Okay. Wow. Wow, that dragon on the back wall. Reminds me of the dragon in the, domain we were just in. Okay, yeah, we're going to call it now, because I don't entirely trust that we won't be visited by the Lord of the Night in our dreams tonight. So, just in case they have something cool in store for us, we will go to rest next time. And for now, we will take our rest in this moment. So, we're done here. Oh my god. That was beautiful. So much information. Oh, I could check. Okay, I'm going to, once we're done here, we're going to check those Sumeru artifacts and try to brush up on my Seelie lore. I swear somewhere something was said about envoys. So I'm going to take another look at that. But in the meantime, beautiful, beautiful quest. I'm so proud of the strength of character of everyone involved and the character growth that we've seen so far. Really enjoying the captain as a character, and I'm really enjoying the byplay between him and Mavuika. It's such a perfect combination of characters. They're both warriors, they're both leaders. The perfect setup for tension and conflict with a reasonable solution or resolution that led into a team up. Finally, our first, well, not really, not exactly our first official team up with the Fatui. That would have been, I suppose, in Fontaine, actually. But this is everything I ever hoped for when we first were introduced to the captain and the state of things in Natlan. Beautiful, gorgeous, I love it. I'm so glad we've rescued our dear grandson Ororon from the clutches of evil. Let's not ignore the fact that he saved himself from death and was actually just fighting for Natlan all along. But still, I'm so glad we're all back on the same side again. And I can't wait to see where this goes. Where is this going to go? Certain events I think will happen. I think the Lord of the Night will still be involved somehow. We still need our ancient name. We need to awaken the final hero, who I'm guessing is Chaska. And to awaken Chaska, I'm guessing something dramatic is going to need to happen, so probably the Abyss will attack. I wonder if maybe the Abyss will attack her specifically, and her abyssal wound will flare back up. And she will be able to fight back its influence. And that will cause her to reawaken? Or that will cause her to awaken? Her ancient name and her blessing? I wonder. Either way, the Abyss is definitely going to attack at some point. And we're going to fight back. Once we get this power, where do you think we'll go with all of our heroes? Probably the Speaker's Chamber, if not the Night Kingdom itself. Anyway, fascinating. I do want to learn more about the dragon civilization. Some of the ties that I thought that we had to it were actually ties to Renova. Renova? Yes, Renova. So, that ties up those loose ends. But I want to see more development on the dragon front now as well. And I think more insight into Logiston and Primordial Fire, because I'm sure the dragons were involved with that as well. So anyways, really looking forward to the rest of this Archon quest and the many, many world quests I'm sure are in front of us. And for now, that will be all. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. A big thank you to our Patreon supporters, Jay Blakewood, Connor Sword, Power of Chaos, Mary, Edu, Gibrilia, the Loyal Servant of Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, Ruru, Axel Iron, Jake Quellen, Lunar, Sonova, Matsan, Marcin Chiniszewski, Marcus, Sal, and all of our anonymous patrons. Thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all enjoyed this patch as well. What is this? 6.3? Something like that? You know, that one. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.